and I've made it. Bit of a troublesome time trying to get parked. Loads of spaces, but also loads of cars and traffic filling those spaces. But I managed to find a place in the local parking garage. See over the city at the moment. I'm heading towards the cable car station because there's a little mountain just next to the city. I'm hoping to jump on a cable car and go and see what the views are like at the top. So I'm at the foot of the Tampa Mountain is what it's called. I'm about to get the Tampa cable car up. Here's some animals that you may see if you go a little bit further into the forest, which I, having seen that, won't be. In any event, just got to climb these steps, and I think the cable car station is over there. There we go. Well, there's the cable car station. It seems to be closed though. There's no signs or anything. Everybody's turning up to try and get to the top. It just looks like someone's closed up and gone home for the day. And it's only 2 o'clock. And that's where I am, Brasov. There's the city just behind me. And you can see the cable car would go to the top there. So it's a shame. I was looking forward to doing that, but never mind, you can't help unknown closures, I suppose. So one idea was to walk up, but that's about an hour. I was running a little bit behind anyway, so there's a walking tour in the city centre starting at 3 PM in about 45 minutes time. So I was going to not do that and then get the cable car up and down. So I think what I'll do instead, especially as there's lots of signs everywhere saying this is a wildlife area and you might run into bears and wolves, it looked like, and other wildlife that may not be too friendly. I am going to instead just have a quick walk just to see if I can get any views, 5-6 minutes up the trek, and then I'm going to head back into the city centre for 3 PM and do a walking tour. You know, it's really unlikely that there's going to be any bears this far down towards the city, but just knowing that they are in the area does make you extra cautious, and certainly as I'm walking about I'm keeping an eye out thinking, is there any bears about? There's not, I'm glad to say. I'm gonna head back down the pathway now and head into the city and get that walking tour. Here we go then. I've made it into the council square, which is the main square of the city. A city that is lived in by 250,000 Romanians. And it's been inhabited since 100 AD. Well, I'm over the other side now of the main square, and you get a better look this time at the mountain that I couldn't climb. It's also got the name of the town up there on top of Tampa Mountain. It's not Hollywood, it's Brasov. There's the panoramic scenic station at the top there. And hopefully the walking tour is about to start in about 2 minutes near the fountain, just there. So the walking tour has started. There's the main council building. It's now a museum. The sun's started to come out now as well, which is nice. We're heading towards the Black Church. So this is the Black Church. You may be able to see in a second all of the stone used to make the church, it's all got holes in the middle, and that was because they made the holes to help them lift the stones and bricks up.
Who do you think did it? For what reason? And what kind of weapon you tested?
This is Rope Street. It was built because there is a fire station here, and it was a quick cut through to the church. So if the church caught fire, firemen could be there in record time. Church was of course the most important building in the city back in the days when it was all built. This is the original city gate that would be closed every night at 8 PM, and if you were lucky enough to live inside the city walls, then you would be allowed through. Everybody else would be kept out. We're now heading to somewhere called the Black Tower, which is up here. So this is the Black Tower, just about to go up. Have a look at the views. It's used as an observation tower as part of the city walls in the old town of Brasov. Should be some pretty spectacular views, I think, because we're higher now than the rest of the town. You can see the big mountain, Tampa Mountain, there in the background. So this is the White Tower now. The Black Tower before, this is the White Tower. And again, it's got a beautiful view over the city so that people in medieval times could guard their grand city and of course their grand council square right in the middle there. Got to say, this has been my favourite place in Romania so far. Could quite easily spend another day here. Lots to do, lots to see. Heading back out to the council square. There's that church where the walking tour started. And the fountain should be over here. Approaching 6 o'clock and it's turned into a really beautiful evening here in Brasov. It's cooled a little bit, but people still outside eating in their hundreds. Right, I'm going to head back down the main street now towards the car park, stop for some dinner on the way, and then it's a 2 and a bit hour drive to Bucharest. Drop the car off at the airport and then an hour's bus journey into the centre of the capital. Should get there for around about 11:30, midnight. Luckily buses from the airport run all the way through the night, so I'm not in a massive hurry, but I have got to have the car rental back by 11 o'clock. Right, Bucharest, here I come.